Welcome back, everybody, to a new video. With Predecessor feeling like it's upside down due to the new patch, it's about time we brought order to the chaos. What better way to do that than to provide an updated tier list for every role in patch 18? If you haven't already or you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon so you can stay up to date to all our new content. To start things off, we have the Offlane, which has seen quite a few changes in the past couple of weeks. Between the newly added items, balanced rework of champions, and a new CC queen being spammed in lane, we have a new landscape that we need to sift through. For our featured characters that represent the best the lane has to offer, we have two sharing the spotlight. First up, we have the Ice Queen herself, Aurora. Blessed with tons of utility, loads of mobility, and a passive that really packs a punch. It's no wonder she has found herself enjoying a 53% win rate. Her CC and base stats allow her to build full tank without losing a ton of kill potential. Her core build consists of Magnify, Fire Blossom, and Flux Matrix, with Fist of Razul and Elefrost being sprinkled in throughout her build order. Our next spotlight champion is Quang. Quang has flourished under his general stat rework. Being one of the only viable tanks currently in the meta, higher level play has cracked the code when it comes to this champion, but lower level play still struggling to figure him out. He stands out due to having very little matchup issues, but can fall victim to poor decision making. Quang often can provide value even when playing from behind, but with the new patch changes, it's better to play even or ahead if you can help it. His core build is Tempest with Fire Blossom, Flux Matrix, and Oathkeeper. Now, moving on to the main solo list, you'll notice quite a bit has changed, like Sereth and Feng Mao making a resurgence into A tier, classic tanks like Sevarog and Steel, and even Richter falling down the list, and a dark horse gem like Kai giving traditional meta players fits. All in all, you should be focused on the S tier. Grux is still very, very, very strong doing Grux things. Zarus and Greystone also very, very strong doing Zarus and Greystone things. With some A-tier champs being played in specific matchups, we highly recommend that you stick to the S tier. Don't forget, if there is a build you're interested in regarding S-tier champions, we will be posting them on Omega City. Just give us a heads up in the comment section, throw champions you'd like us to prioritize, and we'll go ahead and get on it. Next, we have the jungle. Kai has been one of the few champions that has benefited from both a new crest, an array of new items, and he is rocking a solid 54% win rate. This champion has been abusing his immunity to CC, as well as his ability to ramp up in the new economy, and with the jungle providing less experience from jungle camps, whatever you'd like to call them, he is destined to thrive in a lane-focused role anyways. His core build consists of the crest Judgment that increases his healing, paired with cards like Overlord that improves his clear, Basilisk that can be insta-proc for max stacks, and the new card Gaia Greaves that gives Kai increased movement speed and a more dangerous first auto that consumes the card's movement stacks as damage. Moving on to the rest of the list, you'll notice the jungle has changed a lot. With the tank meta fading away and damaged focused champions taking their place, you'll notice the swap in strength on the board. With a focus on invading, lane presence, and the usefulness of armor not being as impactful as it once was, you'll notice our top champions reflect these changes. The difference that separates the S tier and A tier come down to matchups and synergy, but you'll find both sets of champions finding a ton of success in this patch. Onto the mid lane, we have our spotlight champion, Howitzer. With mages being ultra strong in this meta, it is no surprise that the utility mage Howitzer has found a lot of success among the top tier players. With his ability to maximize cards like Soulbinder and Noxia, he has become an absolute menace for those of you who can maximize his kit's potential. His core build still utilizes Epoch, Megacosm, and Combustion, but you'll notice he has added Soulbinder to his repertoire because his ability to land damage from a distance gains him permanent power. Man, who thought that would be a thing? Looking at the list now, you'll notice Morgesh has benefited from both quality of life changes, the economy, and overall card changes, and is now terrifyingly strong with a 53% win rate. Another new face that has been actively countering mages is Grim. Being able to dish out tons of damage with his ult while negating abilities has cemented him as a contender for the top spot. Please focus on the S tier for now, because they have distanced themselves considerably And with ranked mode looming, it might be time for you to pick a main from this cluster of champions. Next up, we have the champion Murdoch, who has yet to have donned the number 1 carry spot. With that, his increase to his passive's penetration is absolutely nutty, and his synergy with the 6-card system is very, very good. He has proven to be a matchup issue. You'll find that his self-peel, range, and movement speed have become downright oppressive as of late, and as long as you remain patient, he will come online and he will come through for you. His core build consists of Liberator due to the abundance of CC. Cards include Lightning Hawk, Sky Splitter, and Demolisher. Looking at the carry list, you'll see most of the carries have found a home in A tier, all performing relatively well to one another. I think that list really just comes down to preference and matchup, with Grim being the only exception. With high-level players being able to highlight his insane damage output, it only felt right to put him by himself with only Murdoch to rival his company. Last but not least, we have the support position, and we have Narbash, a support that has been providing stable win rates for what seems like every patch at this point. With his ability to use the new card Everbloom, he has yet again become a spotlight champion for this patch. His core build consisting of Sanctification, True Silver Bracelet, Everbloom, and Crystal Tier, you'll find there's no bells or whistles here, just an easy pilot champion that is easily getting you plenty of wins. Now looking at the tier list, you'll notice our biggest riser is Muriel, who arguably could have been the spotlight champion, but we'd like more time, a little bit more data before we give her the pound for pound title. With the increase to her damage output, as well as her synergy with the card Lunaria, you'll not only be encouraged to deal more damage, but your shields will be healing for a crap ton of health. Other champions we will continue to recommend are FaZe and Richter, with our dark off-meta support Grux still remaining viable. We've continued to see high-level players flex the pick on occasion, and we'll continue to push them to the forefront so you guys can get lured into the mystique that is support. With that being said, that is all we got for you guys today. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget, jump into our comment section. Let us know which champions you want to see builds for so that we can go ahead and get those prioritized for our Ometa City. Don't forget, go on to Ometa City, type in Swyphty, and all of the champion guides that we have will be popping up. Look for patch 18 being the moniker that you want to use. And like always, be blessed, be positive, be safe, and until next time, peace.